First, 147 people have lost their lives in a devastating highway accident in Nigeria. A fuel tanker first overturned and then exploded just as crowds of people from the northern town of Jigawa rushed in to try and recover some of the leaking petrol. The urgency with which they did so was likely exacerbated by national shortages caused by the country's worst economic crisis in a generation. Samuel Okoye tells us more.
Relief officials say more than 140 dead victims of the petrol tanker explosion were buried in a mass grave in Jigawa village in Jigawa state, where the incident happened. The victims had to be given a mass burial because they were burnt beyond recognition. There are fears the death toll may rise as many of the injured victims sustained very serious burns. The victims, who include women and children, were scooping petrol that had spilled out from the tanker after it overturned. An explosion followed in the process.
No one in their right senses would go around scooping for hunger. When you travel around Nigeria, what you see is hunger. And when people get hunger, they get hungry, they get desperate. And I see desperation in the face of average Nigeria. People are hungry. There are people who are going to bed tonight without food. Now, when that person sees an opportunity to make money from scooping fuel, they will take that chance. I think we need to do better as a community. We need to do better as a nation. People cannot just continue to live a life of hunger. It's not fair on the human, and it's not fair on Nigerians.
The police said they tried to prevent the villagers from scooping the petrol, but they were overwhelmed by the large crowd. Oil explosions resulting in high casualties normally occur when Nigerians scoop petrol from ruptured oil pipelines or from petrol tankers involved in accidents, like in this case. The worst incident occurred in 1998 in Jesse village in the oil-producing Niger Delta region. More than 300 people scooping petrol from a ruptured oil pipeline were burnt to death following an explosion and a fire.